Welcome back Ultima Weapons, it's the Night Sky Prince again. Since mods were first announced for the PC release of Final Fantasy 15, a slew of Versus 13 mods were almost guaranteed to eventually come to the game. And now one of the biggest mods we've all been waiting for has finally come to Final Fantasy 15. You can now replace Luna Freya with the original heroine Stella Vs Luna, and it's available to anyone with Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. And this is all thanks to a modder known as Snacks. And a snack Stella indeed is. This swaps Luna Freya out for her more stylish, alternative characters shown off back during the early Versus 13 days. She looks pretty good for the most part, minus some of the problems that many of Final Fantasy 15's mods have, such as skirts oftentimes clipping through their legs, and the hair is kinda odd at times. Sometimes it shows like this weird and almost looks like a balding spot. However, Snacks does post a link to the model itself and encourages anyone who wants to try their hand at improving it further to definitely do so. Of course, you can not only replace Luna Freya with Stella, you can also play as her in the main game thanks to the same modder again, named Snacks. Snacks also went as far as to recreate Stella's Reaper weapon, in which her namesake Fleuret was all about in the first place. In fact, I'm honestly not sure why they kept Luna's last name Fleuret, but I digress. Playing as Stella is pretty awesome and has made rewatching some of the scenes in the past to be quite enjoyable. It's just really awesome rewatching all 10 minutes of the cutscenes that Luna Freya is in. It's also allowed this modder to create some really incredible scenes, such as replacing Aranea Highwind with Luna Freya, so you can finally have your ultimate waifu death battle between Luna and Stella. And thank you to Anthony Bernard for recording this fight, with a link to the full fight and his channel in the description below. Stuff like this really makes Windows Edition totally worth it for the second purchase for me. Snacks, if you're watching this, you are doing an incredible job and I freaking love you. This adds on to the number of Versus 13 mods that have slowly been leaking out, such as the Versus mod that puts Noctis back in his original placeholder clothes that were designed by Tatsuya Nomura. With a number of Versus 13 mods that continue to pour in, fanboys will soon be playing the Final Fantasy 15 of their dreams. And keep in mind, we still don't have all of the modding tools yet. The level editor, as well as the ability to insert scripts into the game, are still something that's coming. And honestly, it makes you wonder what the community is going to do once they're able to fully realize the concepts for this game and implement them. It's really exciting to think about what people can do. All those moments from the trailers that you guys have been wanting in the main game can now finally come there. Thanks to the users being able to create it themselves, we'll no longer be at Square's mercy just to get what we want patched in. What I really want to see is how people will tweak the gameplay though, and since custom quests are still going to be a thing, it's incredibly interesting to see how users will go about not only adding new experiences to Final Fantasy 15, but also improving the experience of the base game and really bringing this to have an ultimate completed feeling. A feeling where every expectation of this game can finally be met, even if it's not directly by Square Enix meeting these expectations. Honestly, the potential that Square and Business Division 2 are opening up for us here is really inspiring. If you just look at Final Fantasy VII's modding community, which is still pretty active, that game doesn't even directly support mods. They had to be hacked in. With that in mind, it makes you think that Final Fantasy 15, almost without question, is going to get a full decade of support from fans, making the purchase of Windows Edition a pretty good long-term investment just on the entertainment side from the mods alone. So what do you Ultima Weapons think? Are you going to be using the Replace Luna Freya with Stella mod? Or do you just love Luna Freya too much to ever do that to her? Subscribe, click the bell icon, and let me know in the comments below. And if you really love Final Fantasy 15, be sure to check out our Facebook group, Ultima, Square Enix plus JRPGs, where there's no choosing waifus, you can always have both. Link in the description below.